first started making electronic music, how old was I? Maybe like, I was about 15, I think. So just playing around with my parents' computer at home. And I had those little sound recorder programs, like about 10 of them up on the screen, and I'd press play at the right time and record it onto a tape deck. It was just little noises and sounds, and it was kind of like real time playing all these different sounds to make this one little track. And you know, I'm sure there was technology out there then that you probably could make music, but it was sort of what I had in front of me then. But I grew up around a lot of early days of electronic music because my parents used to have festivals on their land in the early 90s. So I was always around when bands started using synths and stuff like that in New Zealand. So it was, you know, those sort of noises always jumped out to me. And then I started going to trance festivals and stuff like that, and all those big electronic noises started hitting me. And yeah, I'd go home and try and figure out how they made them, and found myself in front of the computer all the time and sent music to certain people. And people started, you know, people that I liked started saying they liked my music. And yeah, like it just kind of expanded pretty fast after that. And the last sort of 2 years, I've just been doing it full time. And yeah, that's all I do at the moment, which is pretty cool. I like it. When I grew up in New Zealand, it was kind of, you know, the early days I was listening to punk and rock and stuff that my parents were going through. And New Zealand's got a huge sort of dub music scene and roots and stuff like that. So that sort of feel and everything, I think, for my music really was an influence back in the day. And when I moved to Australia, I kind of had my first sort of big taste of club culture and bass music as well. Like I was into drum and bass and stuff like that in New Zealand, but when I came here, I really got expanded to the breaks and more sort of different tempos of bass music. I like to play my music live, 100% all original music. You know, when I'm playing, I can vary songs really easily. I can, you know, swap bass lines. I can morph sounds. I can, you know, take certain parts of it out, put certain parts back in, different parts in terms of synth lines, drums, whatever. But also, you know, play drums live too. I tour with a Yamaha drum machine that has sounds inside it that I've loaded in, that I play certain tracks, play the drums or play the synth lines or whatever on that. Because I grew up playing drums, it's extremely fun and important thing for me too to keep that going. I started playing longer sets now too live, which is super tiring, but quite satisfying because you get to sort of take the people on a bit more of a journey through your music and what you enjoy. My biggest inspirations are when they don't have to be a musician or make music or anything like that, just people around me or people that I see around, you know, doing awesome things or living life a certain way or just, you know, a moment that I shared with them or whatever. That's normally my biggest inspiration because, you know, those times don't happen all the time. Fans mean everything to me. Fans are like, you know, they make everything I do possible. They also make everything I do worthy. To have one single person be, you know, have a moment or have something change or have fun or get through and you know, I often have emails of people sending, you know, their love for a moment they had in their life where they, you know, shit wasn't going too well or whatever. And they listen to my music and it got them through something, and that means everything to me. You know, I haven't been sitting down writing music purposely to do that, and when someone comes back and says that's what it did for them, it's like, it totally makes my day, it makes my year, you know. So realistically, without them and without their vibe, and you know, it really keeps me going, and I love hearing from people, and I try to get back to as many people as I can because it is everything. It's you know, sharing that sort of, you know, I'm doing something, and if people get off on that and have fun with it or have an experience, doesn't matter what the experience is, then it's all worthy. So yeah, that everything. Yeah, what up everyone, my name's Opiuo. Thanks for tuning in, rock on.